Welcome back to the KIRWKC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix. It is time for the quick three. Okay, as I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I've said all of that, let's go ahead and get into this reading. So one thing that I'm getting is that there's a lot of ambition here. And this is long-term planning. One thing that I heard with the energy is that you want to be at the top of the food chain. That is what I was getting. Because I was looking at the pyramid and then I heard top of the food chain. So, this is the thing. We have the Eight of Swords. And, I don't know. Air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. With the Eight of Swords, something about this. And this is totally random. Somebody might keep weapons near their bed. Either under their bed or like under a pillow or near their bed, like under the mattress itself. I don't know. This is giving me mattress vibes. And I just feel like somebody might keep weapons under their bed. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But also with the Eight of Swords can be about isolation. It can be about self-imprisonment. Too, meaning that either you could be feeling isolated or either you made the choice to isolate yourself from others. I feel for the majority of you, you made the choice to isolate yourself from others. One of the reasons that you chose to isolate yourself from others is because you got tired of the chitter chatter, is what you got tired of. Also, I really feel for some of you, and I feel this might be more of a Libra energy. I feel that conversations are a waste of your time, or you feel like conversations are a waste of your time. If you're not gaining anything from it, you're just kind of like, okay, why are we talking about this? It's that type of energy, where it's like you don't have the time for useless conversations. And I really feel that you believe the majority, like over 90% of the conversations are useless. Therefore, you're just not talking to people. You're like, look, I have other things to focus on. I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah, it's just one of the things where you're choosing to move forward. And maybe also one thing I'm getting to, there was a point where you did entertain useless conversations, but you've noticed over time that because you entertain useless conversations, you sacrificed bandwidth that could have went towards something that could have bettered you, or that could have helped uplift you. So now with Temperance, Sagittarius energy, also a major arcana card, you're taking a more temperate approach to it, where it's like, okay, let me do it this way. And again, not saying that you won't talk to people. I'm saying that you made the choice to isolate yourself from people, and everything is on a case-by-case basis. Meaning, like, if an emergency comes up and they're like, hey, I need to talk to you. Such and such is in the hospital. Or somebody, cousin Ida won the lottery. or whatever. If it's something like that, then you're like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and respond. But you're being very balanced about your approach. Also, with Temperance comes healing too. And I feel this is a time that you're using to heal yourself. And I also heard heal your finances. Even though Pentacles aren't here, that's something that I heard. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But you're reflecting on things, which now is a good time to do that. Especially if you are a Libra, because Venus is in retrograde right now. And then Mercury goes into retrograde, which represents Gemini and Virgo. Goes into retrograde at the end of August on the 23rd and stays in retrograde until the middle of September. So this would be a great time to reflect on things. And I feel you'll be doing that with the Temperance. And then, of course, the Two of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is about making a decision and about planning. And if you notice, there's a pyramid right here. And again, I see somebody who wants to be at the top of the food chain. Now, I do feel that there might have been a little bit of guilt having those type of feelings. But I also feel that will pass too. So, yeah, I just feel this is a very ambitious energy. Some of you, I feel like you want to be treated like royalty, just like, you know, the pharaohs were buried, you know, like the Egyptians, the people were buried in the pyramids. I feel like you want to be of such a level that if you were to transition to the other side, that it's like a huge funeral and all, you know, like politicians come out, entertainers come out, faith leaders come out, like everybody comes out because you've transitioned over to the other side. I feel like that's the type of status that you want. Like if something happens to you, want it to be a big deal where like the world stops for a day or something. So yeah, and I'm not even mad at that. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Can deal with legal stuff. Maybe some of you are dealing with legal paperwork. Maybe some of you are legally ambitious. If you're an attorney, you're looking to find that big case that you can take to the Supreme Court, or you're looking to find that big class action lawsuit that you can get a commission off of, or whatever. Doesn't have to be legal. But the Queen of Swords energy is a very direct energy. It is also a very, you cannot misunderstand her energy. The Queen of Swords does not mince her words. What the Queen of Swords says, the Queen of Swords means. So there is no room for misinterpretation, because the Queen of Swords will give it to you like it is. And again, Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. But yes, very ambitious goals is the energy that I'm getting. And that is your message. Until next time, be blessed.